Hey everyone, in today's tutorial I'm going to walk you through how to create a custom mixer brush in Photoshop. If you've ever wanted to paint digitally with richer blending effects or mimic traditional media a little bit more closely, mastering the mixer brush can bring your artwork to a whole new level. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to craft your own mixer brush that matches your needs and opens up a ton of creative possibilities. So let's dive right in. Alright, to get started, I've got a sample sphere set up on my canvas. If you're following along, any simple shape will do for the demonstration. The reason I'm using a sphere is because its roundness makes it easy for us to see and understand how the mixer brush picks up and applies paint. If you want, you can quickly paint out a basic circle or use the elliptical marquee tool to fill one in. Next, let's select the mixer brush tool. You'll find it nested under the regular brush tool in your toolbar. Just click and hold to reveal it. The mixer brush is a little different from the standard brush because it lets you blend colors, simulating how traditional oil or acrylic paints mix on a canvas. Think of it as the digital equivalent of dabbing and swirling your brush into wet paint. Once you have the mixer brush selected, take a look at the brush circle on your canvas. What you want to do here is match the size of your brush tip to your sample sphere. This is important because we're about to sample the sphere and create a brush that pulls exactly from that shape. So, use the bracket keys on your keyboard or adjust the size slider at the top until the brush outline fits closely over your sphere. If it's too big or small, the brush won't capture your intended detail, so take a moment here to get it just right. Now here comes the sampling step. Take your finger and hold down the Alt key. If you're on a Mac, that's Option. With Alt held down, hover your cursor directly onto your sample sphere. The cursor should change to a little eyedropper icon, indicating you're about to sample color and texture from that exact spot. When you're ready, just click once. What you've done now is tell Photoshop to load the brush with the contents inside your brush circle. That means whatever color or pattern was inside the circle has now become your brush's source. This is a crucial step because now every time you paint, the brush pulls from the sampled area. If you imagine dipping a real brush right into a spot of paint on your palette, it's a lot like that. From here, let's talk about brush options. You can toggle between hard round or soft round mixer brush presets depending on what kind of blending you want. A hard round brush keeps the edges defined, great for crisp marks or blocking out shapes. A soft round brush gives you gentle transitions and is perfect for smoothing out colors, almost like blending with your finger or a soft bristle in real life. Don't be afraid to experiment and see which feels best for your particular project. Before we start painting, let's jump into the brush settings. Set wet to 0%. This tells Photoshop not to mix existing colors on the canvas, so your brush will paint cleanly without blending with what's underneath. Then crank load all the way up to 100%. This means your brush is fully loaded with paint from the sampled area every time you make a stroke. These settings are ideal for stamping out your sampled graphic or for painting solid shapes from your origin, rather than blending with everything else on the canvas. If you feel like the brush isn't putting down enough color, check these two settings. They control how much paint you get and how much mixing happens. Alright, you're all set. Go ahead and try painting with your new custom mixer brush. Move the stylus around, make a few strokes. The effect is pretty immediate. You'll see that each stroke pulls from your sampled sphere, so you're getting the exact color and shape every time. This opens up a ton of potential for creating unique marks, repeating textures, or painting with custom patterns. And that's really all there is to it. Creating your own custom mixer brushes can be a fantastic way to personalize your workflow and make your project stand out. If you ran into any hiccups, don't worry, just go back and double-check each step, especially the sampling part with the Alt key. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and drop any questions or comments down below. I love hearing how you use these techniques in your own art. And don't forget to subscribe for more Photoshop tips and tutorials. See you in the next video.